Hi guys, welcome to this video. JobSites. Searching job boards such as monster.com, naukri.com and indeed.co.in can sometimes result in interesting finding as well. Like the target's own website, this website can shed light on the technologies used at the target site. Searching these pages with an organization in question will often result in the position that need to be filled, helping the penetration tester better understand the target. In recent years, many firms have begun to understand this weakness and are now listing position as company confidential or other statement in the organization or company area of the job posting. Thank you for watching this video. Hi guys, welcome to this video. After you know the target domain name, the first thing we would want to do is query the WIS database about the domain to look for the domain registration information. The WIS database will give information about the DNS server and the contact information of a domain. By default, a Kali Linux already comes with a WHOIS client. To find out the WHOIS information for a domain, just type whois space hackthisite.org. From the preceding WHOIS result, we can gather information of the DNS server and the contact a person of a domain, like we can gather email address, phone numbers, name servers details, domain registration ID, websites registrar URL, etc. So this information will be useful at the later stage of penetration testing. Besides using the command line WHOIS client, the WHOIS information can also be collected via the websites. So let me open Firefox first. Now open website www.whois.net. We can also check with www.internic.net/whois.html. We just need to type website or domain detail hackthisite.org. Here you can see I have typed hackthisite.org. Now search. It will give you same result like CLI. Phone numbers, country details, email ID details, name servers details. Same you can search in internic. Click on submit. It will give you domain informations. So after getting information from the WHOIS database, next we want to gather information about the DNS entries of the target domains. So hope you understand how we can gather information about WHOIS record. Thank you for watching this video. Hi guys, welcome to this video. The FIR tool is DNS enumeration tool that uses several techniques to find all of the IP addresses and host names of target. It works by first querying your system's DNS server for the target DNS server, and next it uses the target DNS server. It also supports the word list supplied by the user to find subdomain's name. It does this recursively until all of the word list items are tested. The main feature of FIRS is that it can be used to locate non-contiguous IP space and host names against specified domains. So let's see how we can use FIRS command. FIRS dash DNS define DNS name domain names hack this site.org dash threads 3 give enter. Here you can see we find some DNS informations, and now it is performing 2000 plus tests against hackthissites.org. It will take too much time, but you can perform the same command on your lab environment and gather informations about target. So hope you understand how we can use FIRS command to gather DNS informations of the target. Thank you for watching this video. Hi guys, welcome to this video. To collect information from a DNS server, we can use dnsenum tool. The DNS information that can be gathered like host IP addresses, DNS servers of domains, MX record of domains. So DNS enum has features like get additional names and subdomains utilizing the Google search engine. And you can find out subdomain names by brute forcing the names from the text file. So Kali Linux comes with a dns.txt dictionary file that contained 1000 plus subdomains names already, and carry out Wiz query on C class domain network ranges and calculate its network ranges. Also DNS enum carry out reverse lookup on network ranges and use threads to process different queries. So let me demonstrate how we can use DNS enum tool. So now just type DNS enum and define domain name, give enter. It will give you a name server detail, MX record details, host address details, and it will also try to transfer zone transfer of target DNS servers. So hope you understood how we can gather informations about target domain name using DNS enum tool. If you want to use brute forcing, first we need to find dns.txt file. Just type find slash space name dns.txt. It will search for a dns.txt file. Here you can find path of the dns.txt. Now we need to give dns enum command -app switch for a file, give path of file dns.txt and give target domain name. Beware that brute forcing the DNS lookup will take some time to finish. Here you can see brute forcing is started. So it will take more time. So right now I'm quit from this console. So thank you for watching this video. Hi guys, welcome to this video. Domain Name Service or DNS provides addressing help for the internet. General people have a better time remembering and using names like google.com, while computers have an easier time using numbers like IP address of Google. Just ping to the google.com, you will find IP address of google.com. So this is a number like this address. So the one of the Google address. So the hierarchical structure of the internet also makes the use of number octet more efficient. This creates a problem where the best addressing scheme for people does not match the base scheme for the computers. Name servers help to solve this problem by serving as translator between computers and people. These name servers are set up in hierarchical order with top level domain, serving main domains such as .com, .gov, .edu and many others. At the other end of the name server hierarchy, each network can have its own name server that allows local services and computers to be accessed by name instead of by IP address. In this image, you can find exact scenario of the DNS. Here you can see this laptop wants to communicate with this server, but this computer means this laptop don't know IP address information of these servers. The server name is gohacking.com. So this laptop will query to the DNS server. So you can see step number 2, query record for this domain is not in my cache. I will forward this query to another server. So when client request for name to IP address to this server, the server has no any details for gohacking.com. So this server sends upper level means top level domain for the gohacking.com website. So you can see step number 3. Yes, that's in my case. And domain point to the IP 173.245.61.120 and return the query. When this server receives the query, thanks for the response, let me cache that as well if I get more requests for the same domain. And client try to establish connection with the server. So thanks for the IP address, let me establish a connection to the servers now. And this laptop received the response from these servers. So this is scenario of DNS works. So in this video I will show you how we can make DNS server in Windows Server 2016. So let's begin. Here I have Windows Server 2016 and it has IP address 10.0.0.134. DHCP is disabled means I assign IP address statically. It has subnet mask 255.255.255.0 and default gateway address is 10.0.0.2. Now we need to open Server Manager. So just click on this button, this Windows button, and click on Server Manager. Here you can find Server Manager icon also. Just click on it. It's a Server Manager dashboard. You can install any roles from this Server Manager dashboard. So now we need to click on add roles and features. Click on next, click on next, click on next. Now select DNS server adds feature and now need to click on next button. Again next, next, install. It will take few minutes or few seconds to install DNS roles in Windows Server 2016. You can see this computer name is 2K16. Let it be finished. Here you can see installation succeed on 2K16. Now need to click on close. Here you can see DNS options. Just right click on this 2K16 server name and click on DNS Manager. You can also go to the tools menu and click on DNS. It will open DNS Manager. Now here you can see we have two zones, forward lookup zones and reverse lookup zones. Forward lookup zones used to domain name to IP address and reverse lookup zone used to convert IP address to domain name. So first we need to create forward lookup zone. Just right click on forward lookup zone, click on new zone, next select primary zone, click on next, give server name, DNS server name. I will create testserver.com. Click on next, click on next, select do not allow dynamic updates, click on next and click on finish. Here you can see testserver.com has been created. It is name server's detail. Just double click on it and just select and click on edit. Now we need to assign computer name, then domain name testserver.com. Means this name is known as FQDN name, fully qualified domain name. Fully qualified domain name contains host name plus domain name. Now we need to create on resolve, but we are not able to resolve 2k16.testserver.com, so we need to create host record. Just right click on this area and click on new host. Now assign computer name 2k16 and give IP address. We have IP address. You can check IP address using ipconfig command on command prompt. We have IP address 10.0.0.134. So now give IP address of 134 and click on add host and OK and then done. Here you can see we have created host record. Now just double click on name servers, click on edit, give domain name after 2k60 dot and click on resolve. Still we are not able to resolve 2k16.testserver.com to IP address. So okay, just click on close. Now we need to generate reverse lookup zone. Just right click on reverse lookup zone, click on new zone, next click on primary zone, next select IP version 4, next give network ID. We have network ID 10.0.0. Click on next, next, next and finish. Now need to create new pointers. On new pointers we have IP address 134 and host name is 2k16. Here you can see hostname took60.testserver.com. Click on OK. So now let me restart this DNS service to apply settings. Now double click on name servers again and try to resolve domain name to IP address, but still we are not able to resolve took16.testserver.com to IP address. The host is unknown. So let me check. took16.testserver.com is applied. Now we need to ping took16.testserver.com. You can see I am not able to ping to the took16.testserver.com. So now let me check DNS address of these servers. You can see DNS server IP address is own loopback address. Now we need to remove IPv6 address. Let me check DNS is working properly or not using nslookup command. NS means name server lookup. Yes, default server is working fine. Now let me assign IP address. .0.0.134 own server's IP address and give nslookup. Here you can see we can resolve to get 16.testserver.com. Now go to the name server and now click on resolve, and it is resolved now. Click on OK, apply, OK. Same, go to the reverse lookup zone, edit took16.testserver.com. It is also resolved. So now DNS server is working fine. Now right click on forward lookup zone and go to the properties. Here you can see a zone transfer tab. So first we need to understand what is a zone transfer. So while it is possible to gain a lot of information by using a program like nslookup to manually transfer information, it is possible to gauge much more information in a shorter time using a zone transfer. Zone transfer literally dumps all of the information from a name server. This process is useful for updating authorized name servers. Misconfigured name servers allow zone transfer not only to authorized client for updates but anyone that requests the transfer. So the domain internet gopher, it's known as DIG, is a program that can be used to attempt zone transfer. To attempt zone transfer using the command like dig @ name server's name like testserver.com, and you can assign test server's name. Test server name is took16. Name server's name is took16.testserver.com, and now we need to assign a domain name. Domain name is testserver.com and give axfr. So this is command we can run on Linux based operating system to get information of the target DNS servers. So here you can see my DNS server is secured right now because I have selected only 2 servers listed on the name server tab. Means this server will send updates provides information to the only servers which we define in name servers tab. So here a name servers tab, and it will give information only to these servers. If you add another server, it will give information to the another server also. So think you have misconfigured and you clicked on too many servers, and just click on apply and OK button. And now we need to restart the DNS service to apply settings, and now need to start Kali Linux operating system to get informations of John, like forward lookup John. So let me start Kali Linux operating system. It will take a few minutes. Now we need to log in using root user. Root user is logged in. Now let me check DNS address of this machine. You can find DNS information of the Kali Linux using this command. We have name servers is 10.0.0.0.134. Okay, so now we need to run this command dig @ name server's name. Name server's name is 2k16.testserver.com and give domain name testserver.com and give command axfr. Most transfer will fail, however, if the target name server is misconfigured. The entire name server's record set will be transferred to the local Kali Linux computer. So when using this command, the domain will be the domain minus any host, for example testservers.com, not www.testserver.com. So the axfr command indicates a dig should request a John transfer. So if the transfer is successful, the information displayed can be used to add the target profile. This will provide valuable information for the future phase of the penetration test. Here you can see details about forward lookup John. This is a testserver.com, and it has a host master details. Test server has name server. Name is 2k16.testserver.com. 2k16.testserver.com has IP address 10.0.0.134, and it is also SOA records. So now let me go to the Windows Server 2016 and right click on testserver.com, go to the properties and go to the Zone Transfer and select only two servers listed on the name server tabs, apply and click on OK. Now we just need to restart the DNS service to take effect of changes, and now run same command again. Here you can see I am not able to gather information about the DNS servers forward lookup John. So you understand how we can secure a DNS using this Zone Transfer tab. Now let me create a MX record. It's a mail server record. Go to the new mail exchange server and define the child like mail.testserver.com and click on OK. We need to define fully qualified domain name mail.testserver.com, and now need to click on OK. So here you can see a mail record has been created. Now need to run again same command, and here you can see we can get information about MX record also. So hope you understood how we can gather informations about the target servers. Now let me go to the reverse lookup John and allow to any servers and go to the Kali box, and here you can see same informations like we gathered before. Same we can gather information about DNS server using nslookup command. Just run nslookup and give domain name like testserver.com. This will return a number of IP address like here you can see can't find testserver.com, no any answer. Okay, now let me try 2k16.testserver.com, and here you can see we can gather IP address information of the name servers. Now if you need to gather information of the server testserver.com, still we are not able to get information of testserver.com. Now let me run command server. So here you can see IP address of the DNS server. Now let me gather record like Amex for the testserver.com. So here you can see we are not able to get any answer. So let me type set again, set type is equal to Amex and give DNS server means name servers name like testserver.com, and still we are not able to get IP address for the Amex record. So if you want to gather informations about name server, so set type and is equal to ns and give command testserver.com. So here you can see we can gather information about the ns and name servers. So if you have IP address like server 10.0.0.134, so you can gather also information about the server. Now exit from nslookup. You can also gather DNS informations using host command. So after we get the DNS server information, the next step is to find out the IP address of a host name. So just give host and 2k16.testserver.com. it will give you IP address information for the 2k16.testservers.com. so you can run host space dash a, then give to testserver.com. so it will give you any records informations like ns, SOA record, a record informations. So hope you understood how we can gather any records informations using host command. Let me use 2k16 also. So here you can see query type is any, and we can gather IP address information for the 2k16.testservers.com. So I already discussed the host command looks for this record by querying the DNS servers listed in the /etc resolve.conf file of your Kali Linux system, If you want to use other DNS server, just give the DNS server address as the last command line options. So if you give the domain name as the command line option in host, the method is called forward lookup. But if you give an IP address as the command line option to host command, the method is called a reverse lookup, like a host 10.0.0.134. It will give you informations about the IP2 name. So the host tool can also be used to do a DNS zone transfer. With this mechanism, we can collect informations about the available host name in a domain. So a DNS zone transfer is a mechanism used to replicate a DNS database from a master DNS server to another DNS server, usually called a slave DNS server. Without this mechanism, the administrator have to update each DNS server separately. So the DNS zone transfer query must be issued to an authoritative DNS server of a domain. So due to the nature of information that can be gathered by DNS zone transfer, nowadays it is very rare to find a DNS server that allow zone transfer to an arbitrary zone transfer request. So if you find a DNS server that allows zone transfer without limiting who is able to do it, this means that the DNS server has been configured incorrectly. So now let me use command host again, use -l, and now give domain name like testserver.com and give name server detail to k16.testserver.com. It will give you forward lookup zone and reverse lookup zones information detail. So this command can give you information about the name server, PTR record, etc. Now we need to use the command again to gather information for the testserver.com. It will give you all the information about testserver.com. Now if you need to get any record information for the testserver.com, use any command. It will give you information about any records. So we already used the axfr command, so hope you understand how we can use a dig command. So thank you for watching this video. Hi guys, welcome to this video. DMitry, Deep Magic Information Gathering Tool, is an all-in-one information gathering tool. It can be used to gather informations like who is record of a host by using the IP address or a domain name, host information from netcraft.com, subdomains in the target domain, the email address of the target domain, and open, filter, or closed port list on the target machine by performing a port scan. Even though this information can be obtained using several Kali Linux tools, it is very handy to gather all of the information using a single tool and to save the report to one file. So DMitry do the following tasks like perform a voice lookup and get information from netcraft.com and search for all possible subdomains and search for all the possible email addresses. So I will show you how we can use DMitry. So just give DMitry command and give enter. It will give you help information about DMitry. Use -I for perform a voice lookup on the IP address of a host. Use W to perform a voice lookup on the domain name of a host, and use N and for retrieves netcraft.com information on a host, and now use S for perform a search for possible subdomains, and use E for perform a search for possible email addresses, also for hack this site.org. Give enter. It will give you informations like DNS details, country details, phone numbers, email addresses. Then we can also gather informations about IP addresses, IP ranges, organizations details. Here you can see IP address details of the target machine. So thank you for watching this video. Hi guys, welcome to this video. Maltego is an open source intelligence and forensic application. It allows you to mine and gather information and represent the information in a meaningful way. The word open source in Maltego means that it gathers information from the open source resources. After gathering the information, Maltego allows you to identify the key relationship between the information gathered. Maltego is a tool that can graphically display the links between data, so it will make it easier to see the common aspects between pieces of information. Maltego allows you to enumerate the internet infrastructure informations like domain names, whois information, DNS names, IP addresses, network blocks, email addresses, website related to the person, phone numbers, companies and organizations related to the persons, and social network related to the persons also. So let me demonstrate how we can use Maltego tool. So just we need to run command Maltego and give enter. It will start Maltego graphical tool. It will take a few seconds to load properly. It is still loading. Here's the main window appear of Maltego. And now we just need to click on this plus button. It will create a new graph. Here's the domain. Just drag and drop. Just drag and drop. Now click on property view, rename it site.org. Let me check spelling. Yes, it's fine. Now right click on this button, hack this site.org, and let me find MX record details for this website. Here you can see we can gather informations about MX record. Now let me find email addresses information. Now we are able to gather email addresses details for hackthisSite.org website. So hope you understand how we can utilize Maltego tool to gather lots of informations about targets. So thank you for watching this video. TCP's traceroute command. getting network routing information using TCP traceroute command in Kali Linux. The TCP traceroute tool can be used as complement to the traceroute command. The traceroute command sends the ICMP echo request or UDP packet with time to live of 1 and increment the TTL until the packet reaches the destination. The TCP traceroute tool uses TCP SYN to send out the packet to the target. The advantage of using TCP traceroute is that nowadays firewall has capability to filter traceroute packet, so it will not possible to trace the network path to the target completely. However, this firewall still allows a packet to reach a particular TCP port like HTTP or FTP in the target machine. So by using TCP traceroute, we will be able to find the network path to the target even though there is a firewall in front of it. The TCP traceroute tool will receive a SYN acknowledgement packet if the port is open and a RST packet if the port is closed. Now we run the traceroute command to trace our network route to the google.com domain. After route number of 3, we are no longer able to get the route information. Usually, this is because the traceroute packets are blocked by a filtering device. We will try again using TCP traceroute, and we know that the target host has an open TCP port for the web server. This time we are receiving same type of response, but our packet is able to reach the target host and it gives us all the route informations. But in this scenario we are not able to get information about number 3 to number 12, and here you can see we are receiving a SYN acknowledgement using TCP traceroute command. Here you can see we can run this command also to get output like TCP traceroute. So thank you for watching this video.